Saints fans, Cammy Saint here with the preview for the Everton-Southampton game at Goodison Park tomorrow night at 8 p.m. So let's crack on with the video. It's going to be a tough game, as they all are. There are no easy games in the Premier League, as we all know. Let's get on with a bit of team news. This weekend, Romeu released a video, basically just describing his injury. He did, in fact, fracture his ankle, making that challenge on Rafinha, and he's going to be out for the rest of the season, 3 months. He's got to have surgery on it. So my thoughts are with Romeu during this time. Must suck not being able to play the games, but you know, hopefully he gets better soon and back on the pitch for pre-season. Other bit of team news: Walker-Peters and Ibrahima Diallo are both back in training this week. They won't be available for the Everton game, but they would be an option for the Sheffield United fixture, which is good news, very good news. So Everton, we beat them last time out 2-0, one from Ward-Prowse and a goal from Che Adams sealed the victory for us last time out. I'm not expecting the same. Everton are on a thick run of form and we are not, as simply put it. But let's get on to my predicted lineup. So my predicted lineup for this is playing a 4-4-2 formation. Alex McCarthy in goal. Ryan Bertrand at left back. Mohamed Salisu and Yannick Vestergaard. And then Jan Bednarek at right back. Possibly Kane Ramsey. He did just sign a new 2-year deal, which is good. It's unlikely he'll start. It'd be good if he could. Moving into midfield. On the left, Musa Djenepo, James Ward-Prowse and Stuart Armstrong. On the right, we would have Nathan Redmond or Takumi Minamino. Depends if he's fit. Up front, Danny Ings and Che Adams. I tried to think that Ralph will try and replicate the best he can the lineup that beat them 2-0 last time. Obviously, we don't have Kyle Walker-Peters and we don't have Romeu, but we do have Vestergaard and we do have Danny Ings and we do have Che Adams. So I feel like our team hasn't changed that much. It's just the mentality and the way that we're playing games. And obviously, Everton's form has changed, but anything can happen in a game of football. So I'm thinking perhaps we may be able to replicate the score, but I'm not looking likely. Obviously, we get onto my predicted score in a moment, but I want to pick up on something that I brought up in the last video, and that is the fact that Minamino and Danny Ings were left on the bench. Ralph said in his press interview for this game that Minamino was rested because of a hamstring injury. That's why he was on the bench. And the same with Danny Ings. He picked up, I think it was a knee or foot injury, and so he was left as well. But that's the reason why they're on the bench. It wasn't a tactic to bring on the best players later on. It was genuinely just resting them. And we just simply don't have the squad depth. Simply put it, we don't have the squad depth to be able to rotate the team as much as possible. And so hopefully in the summer we'll be able to increase that, potentially bring these players that we got on loan back at the club. You know, you're looking at your Laminas, you're looking at your Elyounoussis, your Wesley Hoyt, your Carrillos. I know it's not ideal, you know, these players coming back on big wages, etc., and the wrong mentality, but I feel like we haven't give Carrillo enough time to make his stand mark in the Premier League. We all think he's a terrible player. I think he played like 5 games for us and he's got 1 assist. That's nowhere near enough time to adapt to the Premier League. Che Adams has been playing week in, week out and not scored, especially when he first joined us. And we got behind him. We thought he'd be a great player for the future, etc., etc. Same with Elyounoussi. Didn't really get a chance. Lamina, I think, just has the wrong attitude. I thinks he's bigger than the club, kind of like a mini Paul Pogba. But again, I'd take Lamina in midfield over Alexander Drankowicz. So, you know, let me know your thoughts down below. I feel like we were quick to come to a conclusion on a few of those players. Elyounoussi has been absolutely tearing it up in Scotland. Let's move on back to the Everton game. I think this is the last game where this run of form is going to come to an end. I feel like we've been losing games for so long now. It needs to be put behind us, and I feel like the Sheffield game is the one where we'll get a victory for sure. I don't think we'll lose that. I don't think we'll draw. I think Sheffield United will be a victory. But in regards to this Everton game, I feel like it is going to be a struggle. We've got a strong enough team and a strong enough belief in the players to enable us to get a draw, at least, perhaps a point at Goodison. I could be completely wrong. We could lose this game 2-0, 3-0. I think it'll be 1-1. I think 1-1 will be the score. I think the Saints will come away with a point. I reckon Che Adams might score if he starts, and then Everton may get one late on, and there'll be a tough decision in there. We never know until Monday night. I hope to put this run of form to an end. Let's hope and see. Anyway, guys, this has been Cammy Saint. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Come on, you Reds.